concerned citizens in Flat Rock that
Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is.
valid.
Oh, I guess it is 9:34, isn't it? Okay, let's call this special meeting to order, and we probably ought to begin with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, we are here today, this morning, because our EMA coordinator, Mr. Stahl, has asked us to do an emergency declaration. So do you want to say anything about that before?
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of overview, which is kind of developing as we go. I have never seen an event like that. And I've been doing this for a long time, come through the county like that. Stacy was up there for a little bit of it. There was just, I think, every fire department, every emergency responder was out doing stuff. It was just almost catastrophic.
It was chaotic there for about
It-
3-4 hours.
It very much was. A lot of damage. I haven't talked to the Weather Service today to get any particulars on, facts and stuff on the storm itself. I overheard some discussion, I believe it was on the Toledo media, that they were talking that this may qualify, this might have been a Weather Channel I was watching too, this may qualify as another derecho. I don't know if you know what that word means or not. A derecho is a long-lived wind event that travels at least 250 miles with winds, and I forget what, I'm not sure it's 250 miles, but it's a long ways and with a certain amount of wind. And I'm pretty sure it was the Weather Channel saying that this looks like it's going to be another derecho event if it has the distance needed.
What were the maximum winds yesterday?
I don't know because I don't have that ability to measure them locally like that. Some of our amateur guys said his anemometer broke at 75 mile per hour. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was higher than that. But I think the Weather Service will have some data on that that we'll have in the future. I just don't have it this morning. I just haven't had time to discuss that with them. But all in all, I think the damage is probably far greater than we realize at this point. And it's going to take a lot to get this all cleaned up just from that event. There's a lot of areas out of power yet. I was talking with some of our ham radio guys this morning that were out on the site, some AEP transmission lines. And I believe they said there was at least a dozen of those big poles down in the row out off of County Road 52. So that's feeding a whole lot of electricity somewhere, or used to feed a whole lot of electricity somewhere. And that's going to take some major equipment and some time to get that up and running. I'm thinking we're talking, several days here. And I have not been able to have a good discussion with AEP yet or North Central.
Based on what you have heard so far from the various parts of the county, what seems to be the worst hit? Can't even assess
and
that.
everybody asked me that. And from listening to the event on the air with the responders responding, I think just about everybody got hit bad. Now, I know where I live, Bascom, it pretty minimal, but on the outlying areas and stuff, they had trees down everywhere and stuff like that. Heard a lot of damage in the Republic area, in the Attic area. Had a lot of conversation with those. Old Fort. But we need to confirm all that, and that's going to be the big mission of the day, is try to get a damage assessment going so that we know where we're at on this, because we're going to have to do a formal preliminary damage assessment, submit into Ohio EMA, and they will want that and be on their list of stuff there. I talked with the Solid Waste District, and they have funding available to help out with debris removal. Last time they brought in these big tub grinders, where you don't chop the tree up and you put the whole tree in. And unfortunately, they come with a huge price tag to get them though, but he says, have you got your declaration day? And you gotta have that before our funding even kicks in. I says, no, but I think I know where my next stop's gonna be.
So that's what by the declaration starting here, that will open up the avenue for funding from this various things so that.
Absolutely.
So that the residents of Seneca County, if they so elect to need assistance, they now have avenues. Now, where do they go? I think that's important for the paper. Where do they go if they want assistance?
Yeah, it's not as much residential type assistance. This is what we're probably gonna see is more public assistance. It's gonna be help and to remove debris and things like that. I don't know that we'll get down to the residential end of that or not.
Okay, this is more for the municipalities and the
Yes.
townships
Yes.
and.
Yes.
the government thing.
Yes.
But yet, Kathy, I see you raised your hand up, that would be more,
We have some stuff available, and actually that's why I came down, because I was hoping the AT was gonna be, I tried to call Nick, but he wasn't around, so I'm sure he's very busy. We have disaster assistance, through the Prevention Retention Contingency Plan, which is one of our plans for services. Folks can receive up to $500 for things like home repair, tree removal, food replacement if they're not on food assistance benefits. If somebody's on food assistance benefits and they had a power outage longer than 4 hours, they can get their food assistance benefits replaced if they apply in the next 10 days. And I put all that on our Facebook for the agency, and we'll put something on our website too. But we were just trying to get that information out there in case, folks needed that. They do need to be eligible for the disaster assistance funds of up to $500. And I can get you, Brittany, the guidelines for that if you would like.
and then if they have any specific questions, if they're not computer savvy or
Right.
tech, they
Just
can
call
call
us. Yep.
JFS. You wanna list your number?
Yep.
That they can put it in the paper there.
419-447-5011.
Is there any specific department they need to ask her, or would that?
They will direct their call, because it depends on what if they're calling for food, it might go to one place. If it's calling for home repair, it'll go to another department. That's Carol's department.
Does yours take a declaration to activate also?
No, but that is one of the ways we can activate it. We can also activate it if there's substantial damage in the county, which we all could see there was.
Yours goes residential, yours is primarily government agencies.
I speculate that that's how that's gonna turn out, where it's gonna be more assistance to get things back together.
So do we need to get in the paper, the townships and the municipalities, they need to contact,
Right, you need to
Your-
contact me, yeah, and I'll be talking to them too.
okay.
I'll be contacting all of
But
them.
the best way is to get it out through the paper, and then it saves you a lot of legwork
Well,
there.
we're gonna try to get that preliminary damage assessment done today, and it won't be tomorrow until they read that.
Okay,
So, yeah, but I'll be
Okay.
talking to them, and I've talked to quite a few of them already. I already talked to both city mayors, so they know what's going on, and they're getting their stuff together for this too.
And if FEMA does make some money available, then that's a whole different.
Yeah, and if that would happen, we have to have this declaration to even be eligible. So this is kind of I used to say that we do the declaration when they issue the tornado watch, but we kind of let that go now and wait a little bit. But,
Okay.
One
Any
of the
other
other things
comments?
I'll do real quick is I will contact our kind of partner agencies like First Call for Help, United Way, Family and Children, and we'll get that information to them too. So if they get calls from families or individuals, they can route them to the appropriate entity too. So.
Okay.
thank you.
All right. Okay. So you have a resolution for
I
us?
do. I have an emergency declaration, resolution declaring a state of emergency for any and all areas of Seneca County threatened by severe storm damage, the evening of July 10th, 2013.
Is there a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the declaration.
And I will second it. Is there any discussion? Okay, could you do a roll call on that, please?
Commissioner Wagner,
Yes.
Commissioner Stacy is absent, Commissioner Zoller.
Yes. I think it's needed to be noted that Commissioner Stacy has a tree in her house.
I don't think that's any excuse for an emergency declaration.
And I
She
called.
may not be able to get out her front door.
She did time in EOC last night, so
She did, yeah.
I guess that made up for it.
All right.
Yep.
Must have been before the tree.
No, she just couldn't get home. Figure out a route to get home, so.
It was a bear getting around town, I'm telling you.
Yeah, very much so.
So she's aware that we were doing this morning, but she was trying to get stuff taken care of. She had
Yeah,
tree
that's why I
guys
said I
coming
think
out and,
we need
yep,
to note there that
yep.
due to the emergency responders couldn't get in.
Okay. Is there any other business before this board today? I don't think we can. All right, is there a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
We're adjourned at 9:44.
Thank you, everybody.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you for
and
coming.
Very much for the AT getting on top of this. That's the way we can get information out to the public.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's
Absolutely.
tomorrow, yeah, I believe.
Oh, yeah, and, yeah, we need that, just, those other guys, I hope to talk to them today.
Yeah.
A lot of crop damage out there too.
There is, there is. And some really good looking crops before all this
Yeah.
started.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
for all of this.
Okay. Yeah.
Just amazing how some of that corn went.
Is that salvageable for anything?
We were just talking about
We were
that.
there.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to this. I can't imagine it would ever be right, but
You couldn't.
And I
turn into
will-
science.
possibly. It isn't
yeah,
gonna
it's like,
die because it's not
It's
unhooked.
okay already.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Is it gonna lay a jungle down there for the rest of the summer?
I
Or
think
is
there
it
was one
gonna
between
sled running
him
and
and
come
I.
up?
There
I
was a
don't know.
gentleman.
Zach. I don't know
Yeah.
if you know
I don't know
him.
if you have to be
Yeah, I
serious.
remember Zach.
Well,
Okay.
most of the guys have
And
insurance.
you're gonna email me the information.
They